Hello and welcome. My name is Ryan Scherzinger, Programs Manager in the Professional Practice Department at the American Planning Association. As planners and public health professionals, Plan4Health seeks to engage community members to make changes that will lead to healthier places. The Community Planning Assistance Teams, or CPAT program, which is managed by APA's Professional Institute, or the American Institute of Certified Planners, is a pro bono technical assistance program designed to engage residents, key stakeholders, and local officials to address a range of challenges that communities face. The CPAT program is rooted in community education, education engagement, and empowerment. Involving the community from the beginning of a project and keeping them involved all the way through to the implementation phase is the best way to ensure successful and sustainable outcomes. So what can the experiences of the CPAT program bring to the Plan4Health community? Let me start by explaining a little more about the program. CPATs are multidisciplinary teams of 4 to 5 senior-level experts that volunteer their time, experience, and skills to places that lack the resources and capacity needed to address a specific focused issue or set of issues. The program provides a tailored fit to a community's planning needs. CPATs are pro bono in that the team members offer their time and expertise on a volunteer basis. Communities also receive the time of APA staff to organize and manage the projects. The recipient communities, however, are responsible for covering the travel costs associated with the project. CPAT is a flexible model of providing assistance. We've worked with communities on a variety of issues and under a wide range of circumstances. Schedules for each project vary, but generally last from 3 to 5 days depending on the needs of the community. That involves a discussion with local organizers from the start to determine how best to approach the issues. We encourage interested communities to contact us first to discuss their project idea. They then submit a proposal following our community proposal form, which is available on the CPAT webpage. The proposal form outlines the specific information needed to evaluate the feasibility of the project. I suggest taking a look at the form to get a better understanding of the information requested. We've established a number of criteria for evaluating projects listed here. The scope of a project is critical. While staff and the teams devote a considerable amount of time ahead of and even afterwards, the visit is only 3 to 5 days. So the scope must be focused enough for teams to conduct a meaningful engagement strategy and generate an effective deliverable. One important thing to note here is the primary contact for the project. The team and staff rely heavily on them to organize projects. He or she, therefore, must have the time and the skill to commit to the project. We've worked mostly with local governments on projects such as planning departments, town administrators, economic development departments, but we've also worked with local organizations such as community development corporations. Once a written proposal, project proposal is submitted, we review it internally with some back and forth with the community for clarifications and refinement if needed, and then we present it to the Community Planning Assistance Committee, which is a 10-person committee appointed by the AICP Commission. They ultimately sign off on all CPAT projects and provide input on team leaders. Here is a basic outline of how a CPAT project generally unfolds. Projects usually span 7 to 9 months from the time we decide to move forward and begin the process through to the end where we issue the community a final report. Following up is an ongoing process since we're always interested in following any progress they make. In some instances, we've provided additional support on a limited basis. After we decide to move forward with the project, the first step is finding a team leader. The team leader and a staff person conduct a site visit, generally a day or a day and a half visit to the community to tour the study area, meet with stakeholders, get a better sense of what expertise is needed for the project, and discuss preparations for the full team's visit. Following the initial site visit, the team leader and staff work together to finalize a scope of work which the community signs off on. This helps manage the community's expectations and helps put a finer point on the duties and tasks assigned to everyone involved. Team member recruitment is next. We do have a volunteer pool of experts. The online volunteer form is also available on the CPAT webpage for those of you who may be interested, but we also seek out specific experts when needed. Once the full team is assembled, the team meets via conference calls to discuss the project, review background materials, and come up with an engagement strategy. Teams visit for 3 to 5 days, and then a final report is released within a couple of months. Every community and therefore every team and project is very different. Speaking generally here, however, there are several key elements to many of the projects which may be helpful to you as you think about projects that work to engage communities. Community engagement is always a key part of the CPAT. The front end of a team schedule is jam-packed with public input since it informs the analysis, proposed design solutions, policy recommendations, and implementation strategies. The visit typically begins with a public meeting, workshop, or charrette. Teams then meet with key stakeholders, either individually or in small groups, and some teams walk and visit every business in an area, tour the community with residents and stakeholders to share their local knowledge along the way, visit area schools to get the youth perspective, and senior centers are some other examples that teams have engaged in. Visualization enables a community to see the changes that they envision. Designers are often very key members of our team. They help convey complex ideas and generate excitement that, let's face it, we are an extremely visually focused society, and it's an important tool. So we try to keep those as part of our teams. Quick wins. Teams generally focus on short and long-term goals. Finding some easy wins or low-hanging fruit a community can implement quickly goes a long way toward keeping the momentum gained from the community engagement process. Demonstrating progress is important. It shows that their participation made a difference, and it helps keep the community involved as things move forward. Find the local champions. Foster and empower them. Find ways to channel their energy into the community's vision and priorities. Partnerships. Where partnerships are available, try to identify them. Think outside the box. Maybe it's a local business, a university, a community organization, state government. It could be a variety of things. This is one area where sometimes an outsider's perspective can assist a community. Fresh eyes and ears can sometimes spot an opportunity that isn't always that clear to a community. And finally, an implementation strategy. Community visioning is one step, but how does the community get there? Where do they start? How do they measure their progress? Communities need an action plan with both short and longer-term strategies. That's not to say that adjustments won't need to be made along the way. They will. But planning requires political process, community buy-in, funding. I could probably say funding twice, and a host of things that take time. So having a roadmap with a clear list of goals to ensure they're moving towards a shared vision is critical for communities. More information on the CPAT program is available on our webpage, and please feel free to contact us if you have any questions beyond what was shared here. Thanks for your time, and best of luck to you on the efforts to create vibrant, healthy, and sustainable places.